Have you ever wondered why you notice things that everyone else misses? Why you can understand people's emotions quickly, or sense that something is wrong before anyone says anything? Most people would call this intelligence, but sometimes these abilities are not just natural talents. Sometimes they are skills your brain developed because it had to adapt to difficult experiences. When someone grows up in stressful, unpredictable, or emotionally challenging situations, the brain learns new ways to protect them. It becomes more alert, more observant, and more focused on understanding the world around them. This does not mean trauma makes someone smarter, but it can shape certain abilities that look like intelligence. Here are 7 signs your intelligence may have been shaped by trauma. 1. You notice what others ignore. You notice small changes that most people miss. You can tell when someone's mood changes, even when they say they are fine. You pay attention to facial expressions, tone of voice, and the details behind people's words. But why did this ability develop? For some people, this started in childhood. Maybe you learned to look at your parents' face when they came home to understand their mood before asking for something. Maybe you noticed the difference between a normal silence and a tense silence at home. Your brain learned that small signals mattered because understanding people's emotions helped you avoid conflict and feel safer. Over time, this survival skill became a strong ability to read people. 2. You think several steps ahead. You rarely make decisions without thinking about what could happen next. You create backup plans and prepare for different possibilities. People may describe you as responsible, strategic, and always ready. But why did this develop? Maybe your brain learned that being unprepared could lead to stress or disappointment. For example, at school, you might have prepared much more than necessary for exams because making mistakes felt extremely serious. Or in daily life, before an important conversation, you already imagine different reactions and possible outcomes. Your mind learned to predict situations because preparation gave you a sense of control. 3. You understand people's emotions easily. You can often sense when someone is uncomfortable, upset, or hiding something. People may come to you because they feel understood around you. You notice emotional changes that many others completely miss. But why did this develop? Maybe you learned early that understanding other people's emotions was important. For example, if someone in your family was stressed or emotionally distant, you may have become the person who noticed it first. You learned when to speak, when to stay quiet, and how to adjust your behavior based on the emotional atmosphere. Later in life, this ability can appear as empathy and emotional intelligence. 4. You are extremely independent. You prefer solving problems by yourself. Asking for help may feel uncomfortable, even when you actually need support. Others may see you as strong because you always seem capable of handling difficult situations. But why did this develop? Maybe there was a time when you needed support, but felt like you had to handle things alone. For example, when you had a difficult day at school or work, you may have learned to hide your feelings instead of asking for comfort. Or after being disappointed by someone you trusted, your brain started believing that depending on yourself was safer. Independence became a way to protect yourself. 5. You adapt quickly to change. New environments, new people, and unexpected problems do not overwhelm you easily. You can quickly understand what is happening and find a way to respond. People may admire how flexible and calm you are under pressure. But why did this develop? Maybe your life required you to adjust quickly to different situations. For example, moving to a new city, starting a new job, or entering a new social group may have forced you to observe and adapt quickly. You learned how to understand new environments and find your place. A skill that developed from uncertainty became a strength in handling change. 6. You analyze everything deeply. You don't just experience situations, You study them. You replay conversations, search for hidden meanings, and think deeply about people's actions. Your mind naturally looks for patterns and explanations. But why did this develop? Maybe analyzing situations helped you understand what happened and prevent the same pain in the future. For example, after an argument with someone, you might replay every sentence in your mind and ask yourself what caused the reaction. Or after receiving criticism at school or work, you may spend a long time trying to understand what went wrong. Your brain learned to search for answers because understanding situations made them feel less unpredictable. 7. You seem more mature than your age. People often tell you that you are mature for your age. You understand emotions, relationships, and serious situations differently from many people around you. Sometimes you feel like you had to grow up faster than others. But why did this develop? Maybe you had experiences that forced you to understand life earlier. For example, you may have become the person in your family who tried to keep peace, solve problems, or support others emotionally. Or maybe friends started coming to you for advice because you seemed to understand situations deeply. Those experiences can create wisdom and maturity, but they can also mean you carried responsibilities earlier than you should have. Having these signs does not automatically mean you experience trauma, and trauma does not make someone better or smarter. But difficult experiences can shape the way your brain works and the skills you develop. Sometimes the things that helped you survive in the past become the things that make you unique today. The important question is not only, why am I like this? But also, do these patterns still help me today? Understanding yourself is the first step toward changing what no longer serves you. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to PsyMatters